Hi everybody, welcome to my tarot channel, Sultan of Spirit. My name is Selda with an S, and I'm new to the YouTube community, so I appreciate all likes, shares, and especially subscriptions. I really need you guys. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Geminis for the month of March. I hope you guys are doing great. And let's see. Yeah, if it take the reading as it resonates, and if it does resonate, or if you enjoyed the video, make sure you click the like button, share, drop in your 2 cents in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving. All right, I think that's about it. Let's get to the reading. My Geminis, how are y'all doing? My busy bees, my adventurous Geminis. I have a lot of Gemini friends, cool people. Let's see. Again, the cards are pre-shuffled, but you know, I always like to just do some extra shuffles. Gemini for the month of March. Let's see what March has in store for you and what is coming to you. Oh my, oh my. Okay, so what you're currently dealing with looks like is the World card in reverse. And you also have the Ten of Swords. It seems like there was an ending. And this is definitely about a relationship or a partnership again, because you got the Two Cups. So, excuse me. Two Cups usually is like somebody you have a very, deep emotional connection with. But it could also be somebody you partner with to work on like mutual interests, creative interests. So that's also a possibility, but yeah, there's definitely somebody you're dealing with that you have some sort of an emotional or creative connection to, and it looks like, I mean, you started feeling like this, like, trapped in a box, and it's just like swords coming in for all over, and I'm still trying to survive, but it's just gotten to a point where there's no room for movement or healing. So I think something came to an ending. However, I don't think you wanted this to come to an end. You got the Four of Pentacles, holding on, holding on to this, relationship or partnership, this situation you have, and afraid to lose it, but, where you're heading is, your fear of losing this is leading you astray, really. I mean, visually in this card. So in the world being in reverse, it seems like you might feel that there is unfinished business. You don't want this to end. You're trying to hold on to it, especially internally, and you have this partnership on your mind heavy. So there also might be some illusions going on. But let me get some clarification first before I, go on and tell you all this stuff, and then you know, with additional cards, the whole storyline changes, you know. I don't want to do that again, so let's get some clarification. Queen of Wands showed herself in the upright. Let's see if she'll show herself again. Yeah. You really don't want this to end. I got the Chariot along with the World in the reverse. Let's see. It it's like, I think right now, oh yeah, this is definitely about a partnership. The Lover's card just popped out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need more. Oh my goodness. Along with all the Queen of Wands, and then we got the Ace of Wands. Oh boy. Alright. Oh my gosh. One thing I can say right now, your life is definitely not boring. It's like all these cards are jumping out. Yeah, there's a lot. There's like waiting going on. Alright, I know it's a little scattered right now, but I'm going to make sense of all of this. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. It could also be, I mean, a business dealing too. It could be where, I mean, the Lover's card usually, of course, you know, automatically you think romance, relationships, twin flames, you know. But, you know, especially it appearing along with Two Cups, right? So this is most likely about a relationship. Could be love, could be very close friends, but it could also be business. But if it is, it's probably about something creative pursuits. Because I do have a lot of pentacles as well. So you might be dealing with an earth sign. You could be dealing with a fire sign or a water sign. I have all of them here. And I also have Leo popped up. So somebody that, you know, you might be dealing with a Leo or somebody with Leo in their chart as well. But anyways, let's get back to this. So, yeah. There might have been feelings, especially in the recent past, in this partnership, there might have been feelings of loneliness. It's almost like this partnership or relationship was, it seemed good. It was like two sides to it, right? You felt, you or the other person felt like both good but also trapped at the same time. So it seemed to be working, but there was something underlying that made either you or the other person, or maybe both of you, feel like this is coming to an end, or feeling of being trapped, or just, so much stress. Could be a lot of verbal arguments. And it's like maybe from the outside it seemed like, everything was great, but really it wasn't. Or it could be, from the outside it looked like a disaster to everybody else, but internally both of you guys were like, you felt good somehow. But yeah, there was definitely stress, or some sort of feeling of entrapment. And there's imbalance between you guys. It's not like there's or going to be. It's like you have this partner, sorry, on your mind heavy. However, it's like Two of Cups and Temperance in reverse. So it's like you got these Two of Cups with these, two connecting, but then these Two Cups of the Temperance is just like in a reverse. It's like draining out. So this is what's really on your mind right now. And you're thinking about them, but I'm not entirely sure in a good way. There might have been like a fight or conflict or argument or something that you might have, that's what you're thinking, or you're thinking about how do I like sort this out, basically. And you're planning and waiting while you're like thinking through this. You got the Three of Wands. It's like the waiting guy. And you're making some really strong plans about the future. So you might be thinking like, what's going to happen from here on out, here on in the near future. What's you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to plan your next move, maybe what to say, what to do, and how to deal with this situation with this person, with this individual. And it might be something that's like very slow moving. And also there could be a new person. It's if this is like a love relationship, it could be a new person that came into the picture, a third person basically. Or if this is a business dealing, somehow you are looking elsewhere. You might want to move away from this and start a new elsewhere, like a new passion, a new pursuit, something that really gets you excited. You might discover and decide to leave this and move on to pursue that instead. As in, like, whatever you two were working on together, you don't want it anymore. There's something new for you that excites you so much. This new opportunity, this new passion, this new idea, whatever it is, this new career, and you want to move to that. Or, like I said, if it's a relationship, it could be there's, someone else might have, like, came into the picture, a third person. It's so, like, it seems very complicated. It's as if, like, you're both trying to walk away, but at the same time, you don't want this to end, so you're trying to defend it so that it doesn't, you don't lose this. But at the same time, it's like there's like something else that's new. So you might be caught in a dilemma internally. You know, there's one voice saying something else and the other saying something else, and you not sure, you know, which voice to listen to. Yeah. It might be that this relationship or partnership, it was just slow moving, very slow moving. There might be, you know, might have been some potential and stuff, but because it was so slow moving, that you kind of started losing, you know, passion for it. Your feelings started changing, started maybe dimming. And this partnership might be something that you've had for a while, because you got the Page of Cups in reverse. So it's like it's you know, it's like your emotions for this is just like it's dimming, it's changing, and you know, even though the relationship, the partnership was going slowly and stuff, yeah, it just, you started losing that spark, you know? And you want to move on. Making plans, basically planning ahead. Maybe like, you know, there was two, but now there's a third one, and you're really thinking about it. It might be something that you're very passionate about. You know, all of a sudden that pops up, or you discover. And this third, if it is a third person, it could be a Leo, or like I said, with somebody with Leo in their chart, or somebody that comes off with that Leo, you know, with that Leo energy, that strong energy, fiery. And you're just thinking about, how am I going to work all of this out? You know, there's a lot of threes here. There's 3 cups, there's 3 wands, there's 3 pentacles, there's threes, and then there's 3 swords too. I mean, I'm gonna get to that, but it's like a lot of threes, and then there's 2s. So I'm thinking there's just a third person, or like I said, maybe if it's not a love relationship, then if it's more like passion, creativity, it might be a new passion that you discovered, and now you're trying to figure out, how do I like work both of these out. You want to, like, you think maybe it won't work, so you want to walk away, but then you're like, you know, I like this, I don't want to lose it, but then there's this third thing, and I want to somehow work it all out, you know, without losing either. But I think you're gonna probably move away from the partnership. You might, or you're thinking about it. And in the near future, your card is the Queen of Wands. So if this was a Leo, that a third person, you know, came into the picture, I mean, you might move towards them. Or if this is like a new passion that you want to pursue, creative passion or so, you're gonna go for it with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy, a lot of confidence and creativity. If this, like I said, if this is a business dealing, then but you need to not get carried away with the passion so much, with the excitement, with the idea of the new, because it might not be as practical as you hope or dream. Like money wise, it might be slow. It might not be like profitable, at least not at first. Or if this is a person you're gonna move towards, like the Leo or the fire sign or whatever, they may not be entirely interested in committing. They might like to be just go out and explore, have fun, adventure and stuff, you know, just live life and enjoy everything without getting tied down. So they might not be interested in like a very steady relationship or something like that, but they're fun. Yeah, it seems like you're in a dilemma of some sort. You're in a dilemma. You got the Three of Cups in reverse. So all that, you know, 3 cups of joyfulness and celebration, getting together, good times is draining. Like, it's just dimming all that feelings. And you really might considering letting this go. It's interesting because I see that in a sense you don't want to let it go, but the idea of letting it go might be relieving. Might be like, the idea might seem like a happy idea in a way. Yeah, if this is a third person you're dealing with and trying to still, like, you're not sure whether to completely move on to that third person, you probably don't want to lose who you were with before or you have been with. You might, until you, like, want to figure out what exactly to do, what move you're going to make, I'm hearing some weird noises outside. My bad. It's distracted me. Weird people around me. I don't know. Anyways. But yeah, you might want to keep it kind of on the low, not really share this. Trying to, you know, deal with both people or both, you know, passions, situations without revealing it. And actually having both of these people or working on both of these passions does bring you happiness and joy, but it's not going to last, of course, if that's what you're doing, of course. It could also be that the other person is thinking this way, where the individual you're dealing with is, you know, has a new interest or something elsewhere, and you're unaware of it. And because you're unaware of it, you feel like very happy, everything's going great and stuff for the time being. But really, there's something else going on underneath that you're not aware of yet. That could also be the case as well. As far as the other person goes, I really think there is some illusion going on. This is the Seven of Cups, I'm sorry, in reverse. And, you know, upright you can see, you know, there's all these cups, and then this dude is like drawing something completely different. This reminds me of like Neptune energy, where you're looking at what it is, but what you're perceiving is something different. Upright is like a bad illusion. That's how I see it. And it's accompanied with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there might be some illusion with this person you're dealing with. And because of, you know, whatever is going on that's in the dark, it's just... it's not going to work. or if it's a business dealings, the other person may be unrealistic when it comes to this pursuit. They might, roses and rainbows, but in reality, it just doesn't translate and it doesn't work. And so moving away from this, or the idea of it, might come off relieving, because you might really love or like this person, but their ideas are just not practical or realistic, and you don't want to really hurt them, or have this partnership come to a complete end. But the truth is, it's just that they're a little like idealistic. Or yeah, if love relationship, there might be hiding someone, hiding something, like another relationship interest or something like that. And what you really want is, you see, I have both of the chariots upright, and that's very good. I like those cards. I like them because I think that you really want this to work. You really want all the work that you put in to result in success. I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? Seven of Pentacles, along with the Chariots. So you're like working on or you've been working on all of this, like the student, right? And or looking at all that you've accomplished, all that you've done, everything up until this point, and you really want that to lead to victory. You really want to get the fruits of your labor, right? Fruits of your labor. That's what you're hoping for. So whatever this is, I really don't think your intentions are bad, as in if you're dealing with the third person, or another passionate pursuit, and you don't want to leave the other person and hurt them. If your intentions aren't like to hurt anybody, but whatever, you can't help it if there's like a new excitement, a new passion of some sort. So you're kind of like trying to figure out what to do. And you're really going to try to make sure that this partnership you have does not end in heartbreak. That's what you don't want. You don't want that. You want this. I mean, this card also makes me think of Gemini because of these two. But also makes me think of Gemini, makes me think of, where else? I think that's it. But other person you may be dealing with might be a water sign, or somebody very emotional. Somebody with like some Neptune energies. Or maybe the moon. Yeah, you're really gonna defend this. Like, no. I don't want this to end in, heartbreak. There is some, third person situation here, but it's like, I don't want this to lead to disaster. I don't know. Usually when readings come out a little complicated, it's because the actual situation is as well. but I don't see you like super stressing out or anything like that. If you did, that's in the past. You might be a little worried, but oh boy, there's definitely another. I need one more card. Oh, yeah, there's definitely some illusion going on, man. You got both. Oops. Both of these, Seven of Cups in reverse. You got Eight of Swords in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. So it's like, you know, you don't. It's like this other person, the partner you're dealing with. It's like you're looking. You feel like looking away somewhere else. You're looking away from them. You know, you're not looking at them. You're like somewhere else. Stuff is falling down. And however, when it comes to a point where like, I'm looking at this new direction or person, but then the other one I'm gonna lose. You know, at first when you didn't wanna, you basically, you know, you didn't really want this, but now you're like now you're looking back at it, so you don't want to lose them. You don't want this new energy, this new potential opportunity or whatever to end what you have with the other person or hurt them. So you're looking at them, but you're not you're looking in a new direction, but you're not completely abandoning. You don't want to abandon them. So you're still looking back like, you know, I need to also consider them. Oh, this is gonna come to an end. Yeah. You got the Judgment. Very, it could be a revelation, a very strong revelation, or it could be a very strong decision to not to work on this. It's interesting, like some of the signs like are all coming up with this similar theme, as in not wanting to work. You know, you're dealing with all of this, but at the end, in the future, you come to a point where you or the other person is just like, I don't want to work on this. Yeah. You're gonna come to a point where you look back at this partnership, and it's just not, you're not gonna see it in a positive light. You're gonna start you're gonna start seeing, you know, all maybe the mistakes, the faults, the issues, the problems. You're gonna start seeing those. They're gonna start becoming louder and louder. And that's gonna, you know, I said that, you know, your emotions or your feelings or your passion was like kind of dying or dimming down. I think that's gonna go dim all the way down eventually. You know, even though you're trying to juggle this and stuff, but what it's gonna lead to is going to be, again, the Ten of Swords, right? The past said the Ten of Swords, and the final future is also Ten of Swords. But this is more like, this seems more like ending. And you're looking at, it's like this is your hope, right? You hope it to, you know, for it to work out and you know, to move forward in success and grow. But what you're gonna get is this. which is also, this is like the same, you know, 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So I think you're going to start seeing, you know, all the faults and all the problems, and then it's just going to end. There's going to be no more joy left in it, and you're probably going to move on. There might be some anger, and you're definitely going to release yourself from this situation. It's almost like you might feel even somewhat responsible for the other, your partner's feelings or something. But yeah, like I said, there might be some angry outbursts and stuff. But you know, the passion and stuff is just gonna die, and you're gonna release yourself from this, or the other person's gonna release their, you know, themselves from this. So, but, and it's gonna be a very strong decision, and it's going to be justice. So this, at the end of it, where it leads to, which seems like there is going to be an ending, is going to be just, and a just decision, a just outcome. So it's not going to be, you know, miserable or terrifying or disaster, you know, nah. It's going to be just. It's going to be, and you're not going to want to work with this partner no more. It's going to be, the decision is going to be made with a very, I'm sorry, I can't speak, with a very clear mind. So it's going to be a just decision. Well, yeah, it was a little complicated. I tried to make sense of it all, get it to get the whatever's going on, get it together, and deliver it to you. Put all the pieces together. I can't talk today for some odd reason. But anyways, this has been your reading, Gemini, for the month of March. It seems like it's gonna be you know, a little busy, trying to figure out stuff, but at the end, it's going to be some sort of an ending, but it's going to be a just ending, and it's going to be good. It's going to be made with a clear mind, so you're going to be fine. But it seems like you're dealing with a lot right now, so hang in there, hang in there. But you have good intentions. You don't want to hurt people, but yeah, hang in there. You're going to be fine. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in. I know this is not going to resonate with everybody, but for those it does, I hope it, you know, brings some sort of illumination to the situation, and, you know, help you not become, you know, hopeless, or, you know, go down the drain into like negative thoughts or anything like that. No. So thank you for tuning in, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.